for educational purposes only, drawing from our professional and educational experiences and opinions. Please use this information at your own personal or professional discretion. We are not liable for anything you do with this information. All are welcome to contribute electrical questions. No free advertising for any organization or personal business. Please do not mention names of individuals, organizations, or municipalities. No profanity. Respectful dialogue only. No electrical code calculation questions. No engineering questions. Now, tune in for valuable insights and join the conversation. Please, no code calculation questions.
Good evening. Welcome to Ask the Lady Electrical Inspector podcast. I am your host, Tabatha L. I am excited to kick off the new year with valuable insight on branch circuit ratings and permissible loads in my first podcast episode for 2025. Join me as I give insight into the essential requirements of Article 210.18 through 210.24, shedding light on their crucial role in electrical installations. Tune in for a comprehensive discussion that will enhance your understanding of electrical code and best practices. Stay informed, stay safe, and join the conversation. You may call 563-999-3550. The lines are open. NEC requirements as specified in Article 210.18 through 210.24, underlining the importance in electrical installation. I will give practical examples illustrating how these NEC requirements are applied and their relevance in real-world scenarios, including instances where the NEC articles come into play. I will identify common red flags to be mindful of during inspections, with a special emphasis on key National Electrical Code requirements, adherence to manufacturer's installation guidelines, and expert tips for smoothly navigating the requirements to ensure a successful electrical inspection. NEC requirements as specified in Article 210.18 through 210.24, underlining their importance for new and existing electrical installations. The 2023 National Electrical Code introduced a new 10-amp branch circuit rating, improving overload protection for circuits with LED lighting due to their efficiency and minimum current draw. This adjustment ensures better defense against potential overloads compared to the traditional 15-amp circuit breaker rating. If wiring a branch circuit with LED lighting, a 15-amp circuit breaker will protect against short circuit and ground faults. The new 10-amp circuit breaker rating is a game changer, which offers enhanced protection. When studying the National Electrical Code as a new student, it is crucial to pay attention to the bottom of each page where you will find consistent text. This is vital because significant changes have been implemented within these articles. Here are some key points to remember when reading a code article. Shaded text indicates a revision has been made. A triangle before an article number signifies deleted words within that article. A triangle to the left of a table or figure number indicates a revision to an existing table or figure. A dot signifies section deletion. N represents new material. Branch circuit rating. In commercial or residential electrical installations, Article 210.18 through 210.24 plays a vital role in guiding the practical applications of these requirements. It is essential to adhere to these standards to maintain safety and compliance in electrical systems. Article 210.18, branch circuits recognized by this article shall be rated in accordance with the maximum permissible amperage rating or setting of the overcurrent device. The rating for other than individual circuits shall be 10 amps, 15, 20, 30, 40, and 50 amps, where conductors or higher ampacities are used for any reason. The amperage rating or setting of specific overcurrent devices shall determine the circuit rating. Two exceptions. Exception 1, multi-outlet branch circuits greater than 50 amps shall be permitted to supply non-lighting outlet loads in locations where conditions of maintenance and supervision ensures that only qualified persons will service the equipment. Exception 2, branch circuits rated 10 amps shall not supply receptacles. That's worth mentioning twice. Branch circuits, the new 10 amp branch circuit rating shall not supply receptacle outlets. 210.18, 10 amp branch circuits are now permissible in all types of occupancies, including dwellings, commercial, and industrial. In Article 210.18, the 10 amp rating is now included as a standard branch circuit rating. 210.12b also added a 10 amp to the 15 and 20 120 volt single phase rating as a standard branch circuit rating. When installing in areas requiring arc fault protection, arc fault devices must be provided for that branch circuit. 10 amp rated AFCI breakers are available. They are available now. AFCI breakers must be of the combination type. Several revisions have been made to several different National Electrical Code articles to accommodate the 10 amp branch circuit rating and its associated electrical devices. This means if you are going to install a 10 amp overcurrent device, please refer to these articles to make sure you are in compliance. Article 210.23A1 and 2 have undergone text deletion and table figure revisions. Article 210.24 now includes shaded text revision. New material has been added to Article 240.4D3 regarding remotely accessible adjustable trip circuit breakers. Table 210.46A has been updated to list the 10 amp rating as a standard overcurrent protection device. 310.3A and B have received shaded text revision. Article 406.3 have undergone text deletion and figure table revision. It is important to note that overcurrent devices must be listed and marked with the manufacturer's name or identification, as well as the voltage and amperage rating as per the National Electrical Code. Article 210.19 in the 2020 National Electrical Code, 210.19 addressed the branch circuit under 600 volts, with Article 210.19b covering circuits above 600 volts. However, the 2023 National Electrical Code now encompasses all, and I repeat, all of 210.19 for branch circuit conductors not exceeding 1,000 volts AC or 1,500 volts DC. This revision aligns with the updates, the National Electrical Code new code article. The National Electrical Code has a new code article, Article 235, focusing on branch circuit feeders and services over 1,000 volts AC and 1,500 volts DC. 210.19a, branch circuit conductors shall have an ampacity not less than the larger of the following and comply with Article 110.14c for equipment terminations. When a branch circuit supplies continuous loads or any combination of continuous or non-continuous loads, the minimum branch circuit conductor size shall have ampacity not less than the continuous load of 125% of the continuous load in accordance with 310.14. 210.19b, branch circuits with more than one receptacle. Conductors of branch circuits supplying more than one receptacles for cord and plug connected portable loads shall have an ampacity of not less than the rating of the branch circuit. So if you have a piece of equipment, it has to be rated no less than the branch circuit overload device. 210.19c, household ranges and cooking appliances. The ranges for ranges 8 3/4 kW or more, the minimum branch circuit rating shall be 40 amps. 210.20, National Electrical Code 210.20a, in accordance with the National Electrical Code, when a branch circuit serves continuous loads or a mixture of continuous loads, the overcurrent device must be rated at least as high as the non-continuous load, 125% of that load. 210.21b1 has been updated. Specify requirements for single receptacles on individual branch circuits. A single receptacle on a dedicated circuit must match the ampere rating of the branch circuit it is connected to. For instance, a 15 amp receptacle shall be paired with a 15 amp breaker if you have a single receptacle, while a 20 amp receptacle requires a 20 amp breaker. A single receptacle are designed for a single piece of equipment, ensuring safety and functionality. Single receptacles are single yoke, one receptacle, It is crucial not to add multi-plug outlets to single receptacles to avoid overloading the circuit. You are not allowed to plug in any multi-outlet into a single receptacle. If you have one receptacle, that is for dedicated equipment only. Please adhere to that requirement. In contrast, a duplex receptacle features two outlets on one single yoke, allowing for the connection of multiple devices. Understanding the National Electrical Code requirements for 210.21b1 is crucial to ensure a successful electrical inspection. This article outlines the significance of cord and plug equipment requirements, and particularly when connecting branch circuits to utilization equipment. Article 210.21b2, total cord and load. When connecting a receptacle to a branch circuit with multiple outlets, it is crucial to adhere to the guidelines set forth in 210.21b2. This requirement specifies that the total cord and plug connected load shall not exceed the limited outline in Table 210.21b2. Table 210.21b2 provides the maximum permissible cord and plug connected load based on the circuit and receptacle rating. In line with safety standard, it's essential to consider the specific rating to ensure compliance and prevent overload issues. Special items such as office, phone, booth furniture, including tables, chairs, lamps, fall under this regulatory framework, emphasizing the importance of Article 210.23 on permissible loads for individual branch circuits. When connected to a branch circuit supplying two or more receptacles or outlets, a receptacle shall not supply a cord and plug connected load more than the maximum allowed in Table 210.21b2. One important limitation highlighted in 210.21b1 pertains to connecting branch circuits to utilization equipment like cord and plug connected loads. It is imperative to check the maximum branch circuit rating of your electrical equipment, as some utilization equipment may have a maximum rating of 10 amps. Article 110.21. The manufacturer's name, trademark, or other descriptive markings shall be applied or affixed on the electrical equipment. Manufacturers, take note of this article when labeling electrical equipment. Code change. New language added or permitted for loads for 10 amp branch circuits. The revisions occurring in the National Electrical Code 23, Article 210 establish the 10 amp branch circuit rating are now permitted. The 10 amp branch circuits are not allowed to supply receptacles. I mentioned it once. I'm just going to mention it twice. Not allowed to supply receptacles. Residential, commercial, nor industrial. Article 210.23 provides additional information on what those 10 amp branch circuits can and cannot be used for. In 2023 NEC Article 210.23A1 permits a 10-amp branch circuit to supply the following loads. Lighting, that's the big one. Lighting outlets. A 10-amp branch circuit can also supply a dwelling unit exhaust fan on the bathroom or on the laundry room lighting circuit. Because remember, laundry rooms are a dedicated 20-amp circuit for the receptacles. So you can use it for exhaust fan in the bathroom or the laundry lighting circuit. You can also use the 10-amp branch circuit for a gas fireplace unit supplied by an individual branch circuit. 210.23A2 prohibits a 10-amp branch circuit from supplying any of the following loads: receptacle outlets, fixed appliances, except as permitted for individual branch circuits, garage door openers, laundry circuits. By understanding and implementing these NEC requirements effectively, you can ensure the safety and efficiency of your electrical installation. Stay informed to avoid potential failed electrical inspections. Regular compliance to the National Electrical Code requirements will sustain your electrical system. Now, I will give practical examples illustrating how these NEC requirements are applied and their relevance in real-world scenarios, including instances where these NEC requirements come into play. A new trend: customized office phone booths in privacy rooms for commercial and residential use. In commercial and residential use, phone booths and privacy booths are a growing trend in the workplace and in our homes. Designed to eliminate unwanted distractions and help you maintain a laser-sharp focus on your task. These booths are designed to facilitate privacy, sound isolation, to have confidential conversations, virtual meetings without disruptions. Ensuring the office phone booth safety is paramount, particularly concerning electrical certification. The internal wiring of these phone booths requires comprehensive electrical system testing to reduce the risk of electrical fires. Full certification requires UL 962 and a nationally recognized testing laboratory approval for compliance with industry regulations. Businesses where phone booths and privacy booths are used. Commercial office spaces, hotels, educational institutions, healthcare facilities such as audio booths, restaurants, broadcasting booths, residential and commercial use, broadcasting booths and podcast booths, residential use as recording studios, sound barriers for music instruments, drum practice, and rehearsal studios, just to name a few. Electrical components. Electrical accessories available for office phone booths and privacy booths include ventilation systems for condition and air circulation, recording audio, speakers, headsets, jacks, microphones, speakers, USB charging ports, changing LED base lighting, standard 120-volt outlet plugs, and is customized to fit your desires. Whatever you need, they can be customized. Now, I will identify common red flags to be mindful of during inspections. with a special emphasis on National Electrical Code requirements. Remember, the phone lines are open. You can call. Red flags. Customized office and HomePod phone booths shall bear an overall listing as a complete assembly. When a piece of electrical equipment bears an overall listing as an assembly, substantial testing was performed to ensure that all electrical equipment, electrical components meet the national recognized testing laboratory standards. This is the responsibility of the National Recognized Testing Laboratory to test for electrical safety and mechanical safety, and then performs more extensive testing for durability, resistance, and longevity. Durability testing is typically performed under adverse conditions. Consumers will know they are getting a safe product. Key NEC requirements. Article 110.3b, equipment that is listed, labeled, or both shall be installed and used in accordance with any instructions included in the listing and labeling. Article 110.3c, product testing, evaluation, and listing product certification shall be performed by a recognized qualified electrical testing laboratory. Article 110.21, the manufacturer's name, trademark, or other descriptive marking shall be applied or affixed to the electrical equipment. I'll give you an example. As the electrical inspector, if I arrive on a job site and I see one of these newer trends, a phone booth, any office furniture, I'm going to look for the approval sticker. I'm going to look for the manufacturer's information to make sure that everything is in compliance. If the sticker must be visible during the time of inspection, it must be affixed to the equipment. Authority having jurisdiction, 1102.80, approval. Listed and approved material and equipment. All material, equipment, and devices shall be listed and approved by the code officials and shall be constructed and installed in accordance with such approval. Listing shall be made by a nationally recognized testing laboratory. That is crucial. Electrical equipment and products made of listed and recognized components. If you have pieces that are cobbled together, if you have components that are separate, these components must bear an overall listing as a complete assembly. Article 240.4, D2. This is something to pay attention to on your phone pods or your electrical 10-gauge copper 10 amperage provides all the following. You can use a 16-odd copper 10 amp rating provided all the following conditions are met. Continuous loads do not exceed 8 amps. Overcurrent protection is provided by one of the following. Branch circuit rating circuit breaker listed. The circuit breaker must be listed and marked for the use with a 16-odd copper. I will repeat that. Branch circuits rated circuit breaker listed and marked for a 16-odd copper conductor. A branch circuit rated fuse listed. The fuse listed and marked for use with 16-gauge copper. Class CC, Class CF, Class J, or Class T fuse. Regarding the copper-clad aluminum, Table 240, D3, specifies rules for 14-odd, limiting to 8 amps, requiring protection with a suitable circuit breaker or fuse. This rule applies solely to copper-clad. distinguishing it from Table 210.24.2, which covers both aluminum and copper-clad aluminum. Furthermore, 12-aught copper-clad aluminum is rated for 15 amps. This aligns with Table 210.24.2. Remember, the NEC allows 10-amp devices. Red flags to look for when your equipment arrives on site. The electrical safety per manufacturer instructions, the input of the electrical equipment. You need to look at that nameplate to make sure that you know what you're hooking your load up to. That's your permissible load. That's your utilization equipment. Anything that plugs into a receptacle outlet is considered utilization equipment. Use only SJT type 16 gauge cord. Article 400.4 types flexible cords and flexible cables shall conform to the description in Table 400.4. The use of flexible cord and cables other than those in 400.4 shall require permission by the authority having jurisdiction. The Table 4.4 SJT has a 300-volt rating of the jacket. That's something to look into. Article 210 outlines additional branch circuit requiring Article 210 outlines additional branch circuit sizing requirements with 210.24.1, summarizing branch circuits for copper conductors, and 210.24.2, summarizing circuits for aluminum and copper conductors. This table encompasses the standard rating for branch circuits, including the new 10-amp rating. As a reminder, this content is for educational purposes only, drawing from my own personal and educational knowledge and my on-the-job experience. Please use this information at your own personal and professional discretion. I am not liable for anything you do with this information. Adhering to these tips will help guide you through to a successful electrical inspection. Failure to comply with these NEC requirements and all authority having jurisdiction electrical ordinances will result in a failed inspection and possibly delay your project. My goal is to be proactive in preventing future non-compliant issues before the inspection. If you would like to be a guest on Ask the Lady Electrical Inspector podcast, please contact me on any of my social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, X, YouTube, under the moniker Electrical Inspector. If you have any questions or comments, or you would like to provide feedback, you may contact me at asktheladyelectricalinspector@gmail.com. Thank you for tuning in, and good night.